And we're back.
Hello.
Oh,
My wrist still hurts.
Sorry to hear that, Harry. But you know what?
um,
We're here for the finals of the short stories. Trip.
It's probably what's gonna lead up to the actual trip.
No. We're gonna learn something else.
No, this refers to a really weird detail that is pointed out in 3 routes, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's brought
Which
up in
is
multiple routes.
Leo's. I know it's brought up in Leo's. I think it's brought up in Flynn's, and I think it's brought up in Jenna's as well.
Yes, this is brought back up in Jenna's route, and it's where, like, we finally get a lot of clarification is in Jenna's route. But, either way, this is a month later. Metaphor was September. We're here in October of 2014. Which, I'm trying to do the math here. That means, Harry, you were 14, and Seb, you were 15 this month?
15 this month.
I would have turned to 14 this month.
Yep.
Ah.
I had already graduated college.
Well, I mean, that's the interesting thing
look
is,
at
like,
you.
when I did, like, the math and everything, I realized that, like, I'm in the same year as Jenna, and, like, Carl and Chase are, like, in the year below me, so. And obviously, Sam, she's also in the same year as me, so. Hey, Sam, we're in the same year as Jenna. High five.
Eh.
And sorry, not sorry, Carl's the narrator.
Let the sugar cube roll down around my tongue, realizing how gross sugar really is without anything to go with it.
I heard
Maybe
none
it's
of
just
that.
the
Thank
LSD.
you.
Does acid taste like anything?
Are you saying something, Harry? What did you say?
I'm saying I heard none of what Sebastian said.
Seb's just a little quiet. I haven't turned up on my end.
Easy cute dog.
Hmm.
He resting.
Guess the cube is a little bit bitter, sort of. Look over at Jeremy, whose mouth is open, and I can see the sugar cube bounce around in his tongue. Are you sure there's anything in this? I don't taste it.
Oh, we should decide who should be Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's going to be
Isn't
actually
that-
important in Jenna's route, funny enough.
Wasn't Jeremy Jenna's brother?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
And
So-
isn't he like a meth head?
Kind of,
He's a
yeah.
drug dealer.
So we got to pick who in here would make the best fit for Hannah's brother.
Harry.
Me? Why
I can see
me?
it. Well, no, Harry's
just
going to also
us.
have... He's going to be voicing Micah, and Micah and Jeremy will have a couple scenes together. So it'd be between DJ and I guess.
Anna, who should voice Jeremy? He's Jenna's brother. She likes him, but he's a total meth head.
No, she does not like her brother.
She
She
thinks her brother
felt
could
that-
have been okay if he hadn't hung out with Clint.
Okay, that's fair.
She did say when she was leaving that she felt bad about leaving him.
Yes.
Yep, but she also has not contacted him since.
Well, yeah, she needed to leave.
Hannah, you get to do casting.
Let's see. So yeah, what kind of voice should it have? Like a little bit. I guess.
I mean, I don't remember what Jeremy was described as sounding like. As you can see, he's like a bit of an overweight, kind of a gruffer dude. He's also short because he's a Finnick.
I guess DJ.
Alright, here we go. It doesn't taste like anything.
I let the cube clack against my teeth a few times before it breaks up and starts dissolving a lot faster. No turning back now. Tap my hoof against the messy floor, making the bed I'm sitting squeak. Jeremy grins at me.
Dude, relax. Remember, good vibes. Otherwise you're gonna trip bad.
Him saying that only makes me more nervous, and I put my face in my paws. Shit, man. Shouldn't have done this. Can I throw it up? He laughs at me, but at this point I'm so nervous I can't be mad at him. In a way, I'm latching onto him for guidance because I know he's done this before.
Nah, can't throw it up. Remember, good vibes. This is about discovering yourself.
Couldn't we at least have done this outside? This isn't exactly my idea of a place I'd want to find myself in. Glance around Jeremy's trailer and wrinkle my nose. Yeah, my room isn't spotless, but Jeremy's place is downright nasty. Underneath the smell of pot is a layer of mold and rotting food. The light of a sickly yellow that turns everything in the 70s ass trailer into piston color. Walls are paneled with wood and messy parts, and it's hard to see through the plates, bottles, and tissues gross to the orange shag carpet underneath.
Seb, could you get a little closer to your mic?
Yeah.
No, I didn't want that. I didn't want that bitch cop finding out. She's already got it out for me.
He lays back on the bed, looking at the ceiling, one of his giant ears folding under his head. He lifts his head back up, swatted back into position.
You're over your whole anxiety stuff, right? I told you, this ain't like pot. It's not something you fuck around with.
Well, you saying shit like that is really helping. Try to keep my voice steady. He watches me for a while and then nods to his shitty TV.
Want to watch something while it sets in? Might help you relax.
Does sound like a good idea. I'm still not so sure. I wasn't doing this to discover myself. Now that I think about it, I'm not really sure why I decided to do this in the first place. Maybe we should figure out why I'm so goddamn broken. Takes my silence as a yes, though, and goes over to the splintered shelf to pull out a VHS. TV is so fucking old, he's got a VHS player built into it.
Solid, dude.
Solid.
This cartoon got me through a lot of tough times.
Turns to the TV and sticks it in. Watch the white play button. Watch the white play letters appear over the blue screen before it flickers into a faded out picture of a pink feline thing in a diaper. Distorted music crackles out of the TV's tiny speakers as the cat starts talking to us in high-pitched whine. I frown. This is just creepy.
That's just because I played it way too many times. Just watch and try to relax.
It is interesting how VHS tapes degraded like that.
Mm-hmm.
To the void!
Jeremy comes back to the bed and I lean back against the wall while Jeremy curls up next to the pillow. I'm not totally sure what show's about since the TV is kind of quiet and the audio's all fucked up. All I can figure out is that the cat thing and his baby bird friend are trying to make something cake, I think, but they're making a huge mess. Feels like one of those shows that might be fun to make fun of with Leo or something. Chase, he always laughs at the stupid shit I say. The kitchen they're in is that bright pink that almost stinks my eyes. I'm not sure if that's because of distortion or if that was like that originally. It starts to hurt a lot, so I look up at the ceiling. I notice a whole bunch of holes in it, and there's one part with wires hanging out and pipes inside. It Suddenly, I'm really wishing I'm not here. Start to grip the bed sheets because things are feeling really light. My body feels light like a cloud. Now I know it's starting. Try to relax because that's what Jeremy said I should do, but now the ceiling's starting to move. Patterns starting to swirl around that hole like it's a whirlpool. No, like it's a black hole. I don't know what to think. It's kind of cool to watch, but that feeling that I'm not connected to anything isn't really fun. It's actually kind of scaring me.
Sorry. Okay, you got it.
I still feel like I'm floating up towards that black hole, like it's sucking me in. I choke and take a breath, and that sounds sloppy because I'm drooling down my chin and whip my head around to look at Jeremy. Staring at his paw, and looks up and grins at me.
You alright?
I just stare at him, long as a pin. It's like I just jumped a neon between the time I was staring at the black hole and now as I'm staring at Jeremy's face. Its eyes are bright white like marbles burning into me. Try to breathe normally, try not to freak out.
Hey, watch the TV. It's alright. If it gets too bad, you just pull out one of your joints.
Turn my eyes to the TV, and I see that pink tiger guy again. He's pointing at the oven, talking to the bird. Green bird. For some reason, the orange on his wings keeps slipping off. Like those feathers are a jacket they can't keep on. Not completely sure about what's going on, but now I think I'm starting to realize. Tiger wants the bird to get in the oven and clean it because there's shit in between the grating and stuff that needs to be cleaned off because they don't have anything to put the cake on before they put it in the oven, so the oven needs to be super clean. But the tiger doesn't really care if the oven's clean. He's going to shut the door as soon as the bird gets inside, and he's going to turn it all the way up to 500 degrees and cook the bird alive. Suddenly I'm fucking pissed. Jeremy made me watch this shit to freak me out. He didn't really want me to calm down. He wanted me to lose my mind watching this cartoon horror show. Took a look over him, glare. The fuck is this?
Huh?
Doesn't even look up from his paw. What else is he planning? He was willing to be this cruel to me. What else is he gonna do? Suddenly, I'm scared and breathing hard. Stand up quick, and that's when he finally looks up at me.
Carl?
Dude, just leave me alone.
Carl? What are you seeing?
Stop it! I turned away and stumbled to the door.
Carl! Whatever it is, it's not real.
Sounds distracted, like he doesn't care. Doesn't even get up off the bed to follow me. Just fine. Stumble out and gasp as the cool air hits my lungs. Feels good because I'm leaving behind whatever bad shit was inside Jeremy's trailer, inside the black hole. And now, suddenly, I just feel sad and lonely. Why the fuck did I hang out with Jeremy? Stand there for a second looking around, and that's when I realize I don't even know where I am. It's dark and there aren't any lights on the streets. How the hell am I supposed to get home? Leo can help me. Just thinking about him fills me with a warm feeling. Like back when I was 17 and Dad just told me he'd pay for everything. I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone. I stare at it and I stare and stare and stare because I don't even know what to push. Little apps keep swirling around like the black hole. Shut my eyes and push where I know the phone app is supposed to be. I open them again, I see the keypad and I blow a sigh of relief. Then as soon as I push the first number, all the numbers start to change. Push the next number. The numbers change right before I hit it. I spend the next 10 minutes, 20, 80, 2 hours trying to figure it out. It's use. Keep shaking my phone, swearing like that's gonna help. I finally give up and stumble to my car, trying to keep my breathing under control. So I'm on the verge of a panic attack, and I have a feeling that it's going to be way worse than the one I had at school. For a while, I sit there in the seat in the dark, stare out through the windshield. See the getting some swirls and whirlpools again, so I look down at my hands. That's when I see the fur shifting around too. Close my eyes just to think about how nice and cool the leather feels against my thighs. It's a drug. It's the LSD. I'm having a bad trip. I know this, but just knowing that still scares me. At that moment, I hear and feel something run past the window and bounce over the hood of my car. I lift my head up and stare at the blackness, and I feel my throat close up. Please. I say to no one, but everyone at the same time. Comes out strangled and whining because I'm about to start crying. Home. I need to get home. I turn on my car, but I'm not really sure where I'm at. GPS, that'll help. I lean down towards the console, trying to find the right button. Again, things are moving around and the bright LED lights are blurring and leaving long trails in my vision. I have to close the house again and stab at different buttons. And stab at different buttons, scaring the shit out of myself when the music starts blaring. Psychedelic rock is a lot less fun now. That thing is out there and I don't want to attract noise. I manage to turn the music off, and what seems like an eternity later, I hear the words I've been looking for. State your destination. Home. I almost sob it out, leaning back in the seat and covering my face with sighing relief. Navigating to Pueblo. You should reach your destination in 3 hours and 32 minutes. My eyes fly open. No! I struggle to remember the stupid name I gave it. No, fat ass! For some reason, it's only hitting me how stupid that name is, how unfunny and immature it is. How I've been so lazy that I haven't taken the time to change the name of my stupid GPS that I named 5 years ago. Again, I feel the bony skeletal thing rush by my passenger window, dragging its fingers along the glass. Badass, navigate home! Navigating to the University of Pueblo. No! You should reach your destination in 3 hours and 39 minutes. No! I slam my fist in the console. I'm about to ready to run out of the car into the park and scream for help, but not just because I'm scared, but because sitting still is almost as bad as being lost. I need to move. My legs are bouncing up and down, hitting the steering wheel, and it feels like I'm peeing my pants. Take a few deep breaths, think I can do this, I just need to calm down. Badass.
Stupid. Immature.
Yes. I pause because I know it's not supposed to do that. Or is it? I try to remember what I was gonna say. Yes? Tone is different, taunting. Like it knows that it's fucking with me. It doesn't wait for me to say anything.
Navigating
Navigating
to the thing. You have
You
arrived.
have arrived.
Your
Your
destination is on
on
your
your
left.
left. I cower in my seat because I can feel it standing right next to me, outside the window, staring in at me through the glass. Cover my face with my paws and I can feel the tears leaking through my fingers. Stay like that for a long, 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 long time. Hours stretch into weeks, stretch into months, stretch into infinity, and I fall back into the black hole. It stretches my mind, starts pulling it apart along with the rest of my body. I start to give in, start to give up. Navigating home. You should reach your destination in 3 minutes. Slowly, I bring my paws down from my face. Clock says 2:23. That's right. It's been 2 hours since I ate the sugar cubes. I look out the window and I see the light that's still on in Jeremy's trailer. I wonder if he's going through the same thing as me. I'm calm now because I know why the GPS was freaking out earlier. It was stupid of me to lose my shit like that, especially now that I know that Chase is in the car home from spring break. He's been fucking with me, trying to get me to go to Paywall with him. I remind him that I'm tripping the fuck out and that messing with me in any way isn't a good idea. Look around and can't see him, but that's okay. It's just nice that he's here. The car and drive and pull into the road. Start driving where the GPS is telling me to go. Chill now, but I still feel like something's following me. Makes me feel better that Chase is telling me about school and how much he misses me.
Wait,
I think I feel him caress one of my horns, which is okay because it feels nice. The car rolls along down the road. Over time, things start to blur together. Again, time stretches and distorts, but it's okay because Chase is talking to me. But then his tone gets more urgent. He's trying to warn me about something. A frown, dread starting to boil my gut again. What now? Think about looking into the rearview mirror. I don't want to, but I do, and as soon as I'm screaming. Red, bony, black holes for eyes, then something grabs my neck. I let out a long strangled moan of horror, and my hoof slimes gas. That moment stretches, distorts, alters, and changes like the VHS Jeremy had shown me that lifetime ago. Go back and forth. I repeat the loop, the thing killing me forever. I'm lifted out of my seat and my head slams into something, sending the white light flashing through my eyes. An explosion hits me in the stomach and chest, and now I can't breathe. Little hard pebbles pelt back my head as what sounds like sand being poured onto paper X's in my ears. Slowly, I sag back down my seat, and my vision is full of light, fluid pushing up on the steering wheel. On that white are dark, little dark red spots that keep popping up at different spots. Pop, and there are a million of them. I stare at them, confused. They start to dance around the whirlpool. I crash the car, I realize. I also realize that I've killed Chase. I've been sitting in the car with me, trusting me with driving. He'd hit the windshield without the horns and skull protected. I start sobbing. Liquids run down my face, tears, maybe snot, but it's dark and I realize it's blood. Probably all three of those things. Time stretches, distorts, loops, and repeats.
Seb, I'm gonna ask that you get close to your mic again.
Okay. Somehow I get home. Somehow I ditched the car and ran up the road all the way to my house. The entire way I tried to dial 911 on my phone to get Chase some help. The phone was all held still. Couldn't look at the time, but I know he's lying in a bloody heap in the passenger side footwell. As I stumbled toward the house, I realized the thing's still waiting for me. He jumped out of the car and hidden on the porch. I whimper and stare at the shadows, and I run to the house.
Sep?
It's Polish bedtime. So once I finish this, then we'll be good.
Okay.
Stumble back and forth, the ground sinking towards the window, miles like quicksand, sucking me in. Dodge around them, pulling my hooves out of the sinking grass, about to get stuck. Once I get to the back door, I shove my paws into my pockets. There aren't any keys because I left them in the ignition. Stop again, looking around desperately. The longer I hold still, the deeper I sink into the ground. Again, I almost give in, and I see the treehouse. Like my legs are made out of lead, I stumble across the yard, feeling a thing crawling after me. I leap up and cling to the ladder, before scurrying up, my hooves slipping on the wood as I feel the tree start to sink as well. I fumble up through the opening, breaking through cobwebs and storing up dust. I crawl to a corner and curl up, covering my eyes and facing the wall. Beg Chase to forgive me because now I can't get him help. Because now I'm stuck in this sinking ship with a monster. Curl up tighter and tighter, so tight that I'm my own source of gravity, my own black hole, sucking up everything around me. Stretching it thin and tearing it apart. It's only then that everything settles. Parents found me 3 hours later after someone had reported the accident to the cops a few hours after I left. My dad took the responsibility for it so I wouldn't get tested for anything. Made up some excuse about walking to the house because he forgot his cell phone. Guess they didn't wonder why there were blood everywhere and why my dad had no injuries. I realized what happened was just a bad trip, and I don't have any plans to try it again. I guess it helped discover things about myself. Things I'd rather not have found out. Even now, the original fears get the better of me. I'm still paranoid as fuck, like everyone's keeping a big secret from me. Sometimes I'm positive they're hiding the fact that I found a dead otter in the car.
Wham!
Don't do drugs, kids.
Nah, do drugs. Better.
So yeah, that was
So,
definitely a trip.
So, was it like while he was on a trip, Chase just appears in the back?
Well, it appears in, yeah.
He appeared somewhere in the car. They never stated where in the car he was.
And then he also saw like a freaking monster or whatever.
Yeah.
And then,
And he felt something grab the back of his neck.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's unclear whether
Flynn again!
it's a bad
Yep.
trip or if
Yeah, the
there
Red
was a
Socket monster would definitely be Flynn.
Yeah. Why is Flynn trying to kill?
Well, remember, by the time the Red Socket monster becomes that, it's kind of not really Flynn anymore. Because you even heard the hum and everything like that, and like the little tuning orchestra thing in the background. That sound was picking up throughout it because, yeah, things were not normal.
Well, and he's not the only one who was claimed to see Chase randomly.
Yeah.
So the Red Socket monster is connected to people getting apparitions of Chase.
Kind of.
It's not Chase, but it's some Chase thing.
All I'm going to say is only Harry and Hannah are going to get this, but you know the scene from Jenna's route? It relates to that scene. Do you remember that, Hannah?
Yeah, no, I remember that. Oh, I realized, like, pretty well. Yeah, I had a suspicion what was going on. Basically, like, what's the
You're cutting in and out, Hannah.
The car came by.
I figured what was going on once he mentioned Chase. I was like, oh no. And I think DJ kind of took a little bit to realize, wait, Chase is in the car? What?
Yeah.
So like I reacted. DJ kind of looked at me, and like probably like a good like 30 seconds go by, and then he's like, wait.
Yeah. Well, the person was like, oh, I was thinking of Chase or whatever, right?
Nope, Chase was in the car.
Yep.
But let's point out, this is October of 2014. Chase is definitely at Pueblo right now.
Yep.
And it's not spring break.
Mm-hmm.
No.
By the way, any other last thoughts before we call it?
What a trip.
What a trip.
Yep.
Alright, say
It's
goodbye,
a small
everyone.
world.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.